When we look at active seniors of today, what we see is that women have probably had a slightly different life trajectory compared to men. So you might have women who've taken a career break, or maybe they've been homemakers. So their trajectory has been different compared to their male counterparts. How should they think about retirement planning? I mean, maybe in some cases it's not exactly retirement planning, it's planning of their finances after the age of 55. How should they go about that?
I call them the finance ministers of home.
Right.
You look at any home in our country, if any time there's a financial crisis, some magical money comes out of somewhere, and it's always the women who bails you out, right? Similarly, what you would see that women are very disciplined and consistent investors. So there are a lot of studies which show that, right? So I do believe that first of all, women naturally invest much better than men in many ways. But having said that, there are a lot of differences, some of which you have alluded. The fundamental difference is longevity. Right. So because women tend to live longer than men, right? Then comes the point that women take, because of various reasons, career breaks, right? So especially in India, you will see that even when, let's say, one of your parent is not doing well, you'll give up your career and say, okay, let me take care of the family. So they always prioritize family. Third, we have had these studies where there is a income pay parity challenges. Of course, it's getting over quite a bit, but the reality is that because of those reasons, if women can start to save earlier and save more consistently, it can make a big difference. And women typically, as I mentioned, are more disciplined and long-term investors. So I feel that their ability to transform savings into wealth is far greater than even men to that extent. But obviously you need to cover all these aspects, especially if you are a women active senior. And I feel that one of the big elements I always keep highlighting is that ultimately the entire wealth which will get passed on to the next generation, and if statistics prove us right that women live longer than men, then your own understanding of the financial world becomes fairly important. So you don't have to become Einstein at trying to know every aspect of investing, but the very basics of how do you buy or sell any instrument, what are the inherent basic risks, what are the precautions you should take. And these are very commonsensical ways of answering, and getting involved in the home finances and assets right. A little earlier on, I think can make a big difference when it comes to women active seniors in particular.